Do you think there's anything specific in your experience around coaching that can help our executive leaders or even help people who are leading neurodiverse teams?
Yeah, it's a really good question. And the truth is, of course, every human is different, neurodivergent or otherwise. And I think the first point of understanding is that we're all different. And actually, this idea that we all need to perform to this normative set of standards is quite outdated. We are all different, whether we have a particular label for it or not. We have different thinking styles, different communication styles. And so I think in a workplace context, it's really important. Coming back to that psychological safety again, it's really important that colleagues feel that psychological safety to open up about their needs, to open up about their challenges, to open up about their strengths that might not be being used, to be able to safely have those conversations. This is difficult for me, and this is why it's difficult for me. And if we could change it this way, that would be easier for me. But actually, did you also know I'm really good at that, and I would love to get stuck into that? And I think that would be a really helpful conversation in the workplace. So for leaders to embrace that kind of mindset where we're looking at everybody's unique strengths and challenges would be really useful. And then from a leadership context, I think, but for the neurodivergent leader themselves, I think it's really interesting because I think there are a lot of people coming to awareness later in life. And so you might find that you've got somebody in a leadership or an executive role who didn't know they were neurodivergent or didn't fully understand their neurodivergence as they were stepping into that role. And now they're there and they've got the responsibility and they've got the workload and the demands. And actually, the awareness is dawning. This is quite challenging, and this might be quite challenging in different ways than I'd anticipated. And it's suddenly that, right, I need to explore something different. There's something different going on here, and unpacking that neurodivergence with someone who understands it so that you know how best to thrive, really. If you've got to that position, you've got there because you've got, some skills, some talents, some real drive. But if you then get to that position and find that it's overwhelming, we need to tap back into that talent, the skills, the strengths, that drive. And yeah, I think again, it comes back to that identity piece. Once you understand that about yourself and you're not trying to hide those aspects of yourself and you can embrace them, then that's when you can thrive as a leader as well.